And we're live. I don't think I updated the Twitch info. That's fantastic of me. Let me go do that. Hey everyone, how's it going? Detail schmetail.
Does say Shadowrun.
Oh, I did, because I was planning on doing this on Friday. Look at me.
Oh, yeah.
You're so responsible.
I guess we didn't run on ours last night, so
No,
that
it
works
was-
out.
Yeah, we did Goodman Games.
Look at us accidentally planning.
Right?
Intentionally planning. Everything went exactly as we wanted it to.
Yes.
That's why the internet crapped itself.
That's it?
Well, I mean today. I mean
Yeah.
Friday. Not, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome everyone to the goddamn show. We're gonna play some Shadowrun using the Year Zero engine, because I don't know if you've all ever had the chance to actually read through the core Shadowrun rules, but they're not necessarily great. So using the setting,
There's a lot of them.
there is so many of them. Like, just go
They
fucking.
do good on quantity of
They
rules.
do. They do. Like,
They were paid by page count.
I don't know. Like, if you go like in the like 4th and 5th edition, you go look at like rules to attack. Like, you rolled a hit, they roll for this. You roll for this, they roll for that. Like 3 or 4 rolls just for like, I shoot this dude. It's too many. Yeah.
Guns are not that complicated.
That's it. All right.
Was it meant to be like a video game? Because I know there are Shadowrun video games.
There are. The Shadowrun, the original version's fucking, God, mad
Did
old.
that come first before the video games?
I don't know.
I think the video games came out.
It did. The video games were based off the tabletop game.
Okay.
1989 is when the first edition of Shadowrun came out.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Video games, much later than that.
Yeah. Chuck and I played the Sega one on stream way back in the early days.
I love the Sega Shadowrun. First video game was the SNES Shadowrun, which is not a good game. And it came out in 93. All right. Let's do introductions, and then we're going to go through recap of the story so far, what you're all up to, what you want to do. Once again, we're missing Alex. Tonight, I don't know where the fuck he is. I'm going to guess that he's asleep.
I almost was asleep.
You
I
slacker.
nearly was also, but I was not.
I missed my nap today, and I'm going to regret it later.
Yes.
Oh shit, I did not know that. Earth Dawn is the prehistory of Shadowrun. That is something I'm going to have to go look up.
I did not know that either.
Anyway, let's do some player introductions. Dan, you're up first, so make words.
These are some words that I made. But more than that, I'm Dan with the Defenders. I guess we're all Defenders tonight, so I don't need to say that. But playing our hacker, Decker, said, and trying to not get hurt
Very cool.
most of the time. Don't look at me.
Don't die. Yeah,
Don't die. Yeah.
yeah.
My job is to let someone else do that.
There you go. Moving on down, there's a Jake.
Hey, I'm Jake. And, I suppose I should just get into my big spiel here. In the big city, sometimes you gotta stoop to lying to make an honest day's work. And sometimes you gotta force a little honesty from someone else. Between the dodgy bigwigs from the local wannabe megacorp and the triad that makes its bones manipulating them, there's a data smuggler in Seattle named Boris, looking to help me make an impression on purveyors of digital honesty. But this binary salesman is being tailed by the Halloweeners, a bunch of cheap punks in cheap costumes who get off on cheap bombs, putting an early end to whoever's caught in the blast. Here's hoping the lies I told the Halloweeners keeps them off Boris's back for a while. Here's hoping the tip I gave the Seattle Police Department puts them behind bars. Here's hoping the next job I take puts me back on the straight and narrow. I'm Harlthot Gordrum, Private Eye. And if there's one thing I've learned from sticking my nose in other people's business, it's that Seattle ain't built on hope.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
Absolutely. From now on, I'm going to move you to the last in the introduction line. That way, Joe and Tyler don't start shitting their britches after that fantastic intro.
Yeah, I'm glad I get to go first. So
Yeah.
can
I just like
have
how the
that-
first time I did that, Joe was like, "Yeah, I'm a 3-foot tall Keanu Reeves meme." Perfect.
Two ends of the spectrum. Speaking of that, Joe, make some noise.
Hi, I'm Joe. Yes, I'm still a Keanu Reeves halfling meme. I am Rianu Silvertail, the street samurai who's way too good at killing people, and unfortunately, I'm not supposed to do that. So it's been a challenge, but a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Tyler, what do you got?
I am Bugsy, the rigger, and I drive.
There you go. Nice and easy. All right. Where did we leave off last session? Does anyone? I know Jake gave us a fantastic thing where you all completed a job, got paid, asked about moving some pay data, and you were sent over to Boris, a fixer, and he met you at Stuffer Shack, where he said, like, yeah, I'll move data for you if you do a job for me. And that job is, he's got, what is it, like in 3 days, he's got a data exchange with the Triad, and he wants you all to be his personal security detail for it. He's given you 24 hours to scout everything out to find out if it's something you're interested in. If you're not, then you can stuff your data somewhere else. He doesn't want it. But during the process, you found out, yeah, he's being spied on by the fucking Halloweeners. But like Harlthrock said, some false data was fed to the Halloweeners. So, yeah, there we go.
Yep.
So what's next?
suppose we're
I think we were gonna go scout out the location.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying.
go do some site surveying.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I have slept since then, and I don't remember the exact
It was
location
a
of where.
warehouse somewhere.
It's a warehouse. Let me get my map pulled up, and I'll be able to tell you. I believe it was out in the Auburn district.
That sounds right.
So yeah, if that's what you're all gonna do, hop in your car and make it over there. I'm not gonna make Bugsy roll for this because it's just casual driving. Or are you going now, or you want to wait till later? Like, what's the plan? I guess I'm putting the
I
cart
think we
before
want
the
to
horse.
go as soon as possible and set up some surveillance.
Okay.
See if it's like
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
actively, if it's a busy place or if it's abandoned.
Yeah, so sure. You all make it over there. It's this big industrial complex, lots of different things, but it's all long since kind of abandoned, run down. You see lots of homeless people, vagrants wandering around in the area. You see a couple businesses that are still open, maybe a small warehouse here or there. Maybe a mechanic shop, something like that. But in general, most of these places are set and empty. And you find the address of the specific warehouse where this job is supposed to take place. And if you're all looking at the splash, the NPC board, I've got an image of what that looks like. So yeah, this big abandoned warehouse. You see most of the windows have been broken out. The big bay door is setting wide open. Doesn't seem to be any activity there. What all do you want to do?
Oh, I suppose we take a look around the outside first, and then are they doing the change like inside or outside of this building?
He just gave you this is where it's happening.
Okay.
No more. I don't think any more detailed questions were asked.
Is there like, I forget if you just said that in the intro, but do we see any lights on inside or outside of it?
No, doesn't seem to have any power. Well, I mean, doesn't seem to have any lights on in there. Like I said, the windows are broken out. The big doors standing wide open. Looks just completely abandoned.
Okay. Do we see any vehicles nearby? Any of the buildings around here? Like, where's the closest vehicle?
So, in the parking lot of this place, you do see a couple of cars sitting in the lot, but these things they're up on blocks, long rusted out. You can see down the street, maybe a half block, you see a little like paint. I'm trying to think of the word, like a Sherwin-Williams like warehouse kind of thing, where it's made for like contractors and the whatnot to go to get like painting and chemical solvents, things like that. And they do have vehicles parked out front, all company vehicles. You can tell the lights are on inside, but outside of that, that's really the closest activity you see as far as vehicles go.
Do they have a front door to that like Sherwin-Williams esque paint place?
It's one of these just big white like corrugated steel buildings where it's got a big sign out front, front door with a window next to it like the office, and then a big bay window like garage door or bay garage type door.
Paint warehouse.
Yeah, just paint warehouse.
Yeah, I want to just go up to them real quick and ask if they're familiar with this building or if there's been anything weird that's happened in the recent past few days.
Sure. Yeah, you head on over. They're still open. They're going to be open for a few more hours. You can tell as you walk in that this isn't really kind of place that's used to like walk-in business.
Right.
It is fairly well secured. You see it opens up into like a small reception area. There's a table with some business cards on it, maybe some paperwork. But there's no seating or anything in here. And it's just a small kind of lobby thing. And there's this big like bulletproof glass window where a counter would be. And it's got one of the little like speaker boxes set in the middle of this pane. Sitting behind the window in a chair working at a terminal, you see what looks like a middle-aged dwarf woman. You open it up. She's like, excuse me, is there something we can help you out with?
Yeah, just a quick question. We were in the area. I was curious if you could tell us anything about this warehouse that's over here, and I'd given the address. Like we were told we were like given that address, but it doesn't seem right because it's kind of, no one's abandoned. It looks
nothing's been in that thing for years. It was, I don't know, like maybe a decade ago, it would have had something in it. I don't remember what it was, some shipping company, something like that. But it's been sitting empty. Had a problem with one of the local go bike gangs tried to set up shop in there for a while, but eventually they got chased out. But other than that, yeah, whoever gave you that address is just messing with you.
Yeah, probably got the numbers flipped or something. Okay.
What are you looking for? Like, what if it's like an actual business in that area? I can point you in the right direction.
We were just told to pick someone up over here, but I guess give me the wrong address. I'll have to call him and figure out where he's at.
All right. Well, best of luck on that.
Yeah. Hopefully I can find him.
Sure.
Thank you. And then I'll just step out.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's about as much info as I hope to get. Just wanted to see if they were familiar with people there currently. Doesn't sound like it.
No.
So, we want to head inside?
I mean, I still kind of want to case around the outside real quick and then let's look inside. So,
Okay.
like,
wanna
are the
see-
doors open or shut or,
Yeah.
anything
Oh,
like that?
that big bay door is wide open.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there like a power line running to this building that we can see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got a couple lines running to it, hook up on the side of the building. You can see that the power hookups for this thing are kind of set behind a steel cage with a big door on the front with a padlock. But yeah, it's got power
Okay.
running to it, and it still looks like it's got the, hook up to the power grid on the side of the building.
Okay. Am I able to determine if that's like being drawn on? Like, can we hear anything running when we're over
With
here?
this great, if you want to give me just like the equivalent of a perception test, give me a observation test. So that would be, I think, we're subbing out animal handling.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
But what if we need to handle animals?
You shoot it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you pull a
got one.
success. Yeah. You're looking at it. You can't really get line of sight on any of the actual meters here. But you do hear that faint hum of power. And
Okay.
this is the higher, so in today's equivalent, it'd be like a full 220 feet or 240 feet coming into a building. So it's got the heavier kick of juice on it.
All right. So maybe once we get inside, we'll have to try and start on the inside of where this box is and follow it from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I was wanting to look for things running in here as well.
Okay. Yeah, y'all want to head in through the garage doors?
Yeah, I want to light up my chameleon suit before I walk in.
Sure. Yeah, that's not a problem, man. Yeah, you fire up your chameleon suit. I won't make you roll stealth until we have a need for it.
Okay.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
all walk in. If you look underneath the picture of the exterior of the building, I got a picture of the interior. It looks like on the ceiling, like it might have some fluorescent lights. Those are not. Those are just holes that have rusted through in the actual roof. That's letting light from the outside in. But yeah, it's inside. It's a complete mess. Rubble's everywhere. It's heavily tagged. Bits of steel have fallen down from the structure up above. It's in bad shape. But no signs of people.
Probably throw out one of my little drones here just for some extra scouting. It has like ultrasound.
Oh, okay. So scouting out here inside.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember what I came up with the ruling for that, but if you want to give me, I guess it should be in. Fuck, I don't know where I put that.
I don't remember which thing we called it either. Was it?
Let me look at your character sheet. See what we got for that. Because you've
I
got
forgot to recover my stats too.
MCT Fly Spy. Yeah, go ahead and just make me give me observation with that, because you get a 2-die bonus for that thing.
Okay. That's that one thing that I'm very bad at.
Ooh, do you want to push that?
No.
Okay.
Push the check. Push the.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, you send it out. It doesn't find anything. It scans around, sees rubble. The special audio sensor that you have picked up isn't picking up anything notable. So what's up?
Okay. I mean, probably continue with the original idea of trying to find where that power line feeds in, and then
Sure.
see if we can trace it anywhere.
Sure. Why don't, if that's what you're hunting down, I want a tech roll to find that. I will say that for Bugsy, as your, physical tech kind of guy, it'll be slightly easier for him.
Yeah, I can try and hunt down what's going on in here.
Yeah.
Tech is a wits.
Whatever the first thing on wits is.
Scouting.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go to scouting.
2. That's fantastic. So yeah, Bugsy, you're able to find out where the power hookup comes inside. In the power feed into the building, it's doing 2 things. Both of these things are odd. You trace the lineup. It's got the normal breakouts and everything for what was at one point the internal conduits and electricity. It looks like it's long since been stripped out. But there's some fairly decent, it's still in place, conduit running up to a box nestled up against the ceiling. The steel enclosure, maybe, 2 feet. We'll call it maybe like a foot deep and then 3 feet by 3 feet. And the other thing, it's got this big fatty conduit that feeds straight down from the internal to the building hookup, straight down into the ground, into the concrete floor.
That's very strange.
So there's something above and below going on, it looks like.
Can we get an eye closer up on that box on the ceiling?
So, yeah, Dan, if you want to send your fly spy up there,
Yeah.
I'll just give you this because it's going to be really obvious. You go up, you kind of take a look. It is a locked box. It's got a thumbprint, bio kind of lock on the front of it. And it's got a handful of smaller lines coming out to it and kind of tracing along the steel structure. Now, the thing that you follow this along with your camera on this thing, and you can actually see that this conduit has been laid in the steel structure, avoiding the broken and collapsed pieces of steel structure up above.
Okay.
But if you want to get more specific and said you can point this out to everyone, I will want observation checks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely relay that.
Yeah, so anyone who wants to do this is something you all can surely look at. Said it is just...
let's just get those out of the way early.
Right? That's all it is.
I hope.
All right. Rihanna pulled 1. Anyone else rolling that? Arlthok
I'll
pulled
push
1.
mine.
Okay. Ooh, still
One.
1 point empathy. And nothing for Bugsy. Bugsy, still nothing. All right. So Harlthok and Rihanna, you're kind of watching as Sed's kind of following these things with the drones, or with his drone. And you actually see, kind of nestled into different little cubbies here and there, are these each conduit kind of goes into these flat, triangular looking steel plates with a black circle in the center of each one. And you follow it, and actually it's got, these things are distributed pretty evenly throughout the entire warehouse.
You said it's on like the structurally, intact parts, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Sted would know this, but it sounds like, trying to set it up to collapse the building.
Could be.
Makes more
Would I
sense
be
than
able to
was
try it?
thinking.
Can we maybe step outside and I'll try and interact with the little panel? I don't know if I can hack it in some way or.
It is,
be
if
up
you
on it.
check your deck, it is not on any kind of wireless connection.
Okay, so I'd have to interface with it
Yeah.
directly.
You may want to look at, and I don't know, at some point, spending some of your cash to see if you can do any kind of upgrade for your drones to let you get, use them as kind of a wireless bridge.
Okay, I'll have to look into it.
They have not pissed off Seder Krupp yet.
There's time. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
So how would I get up there? It's a real problem then.
Yeah, that thing's way up there.
I'll boost you up on my shoulders, but that's not gonna get us very close.
Like, it's like 25 feet up.
Maybe we can look around and see if there's a ladder or something in here somewhere. Or...
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call this just a luck test. So, Dan, high or low?
Let's go high.
Oh
come
my
on.
God.
God.
I go against my instincts one time.
Wow. Yeah, no sign of a ladder,
Shoot.
right?
Well, I suppose we got more time to look into that.
But yeah, so yeah, you see this, like I said, this locked steel box with like a thumbprint scanner on it, and all this conduit. It's kind of weaving in the steel structure up above. Like I said, it looks like it's kind of on the top of everything, so you can't see it from the ground. And then also it, like I said, it's avoiding any of the broken structure above, and it leads to these steel triangles. Now I want to. Like, imagine you have a corner of like a building or something, and these little steel triangles just perfectly fit into those corners with these black circles on the front. Yeah, mine's my tag on the overlay is highly accurate.
Well, I suppose maybe after that we can try and investigate downwards instead.
Okay.
Since, we can touch the ground.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So what's the plan?
I mean, probably just walk around first and see if there's any obvious, like,
Cat's
any
trying to
obvious.
kill
It's trying to destroy my new chair
you. Oh no.
already.
Yeah.
Just see if there's any obvious, like, open this panel up, go down the stairs here things.
Once again, I want observation tests for this.
All right.
I'll help with that.
Yeah.
Aim. Okay.
Jeez.
So it looks like Rianu, you pulled a 2.
None of us can look with our eyes.
Rianu did
Not
okay.
one of us.
Because Rihanna's standing on it.
Yeah, Rihanna's just that short.
Yeah.
So all of you are kind of looking around. I will give you the freebie piece of information. When you inspect this chunk of conduit going straight down this big, fatty, like 3-inch pipe, you can see the cut marks from when the concrete was cut into to let this conduit through. And they refilled it with concrete. And this newer concrete, it very much is new concrete around there. So it seems new. The other thing that you pick up, and this is for you specifically, Rihanna, as you're kind of wandering around, looking here and there, you head back into one of the offices in the back of the warehouse. This place is just a complete wreck. Part of the ceilings collapse. But you see a filing cabinet, old rusted out filing cabinet, lying on its side on the ground. And the thing that catches your attention is there are scrape marks on the ground in front of this filing cabinet. Like, it looks like it's been slid out quite a few times.
Get out of my cat.
Okay.
Jeez. Scratch
Yeah,
me
I'd
up.
relay that to the team.
Sure.
So these things that we found on the structural part seem
Yeah.
to be like explosives.
That's what said.
I'm
is
just
thinking.
speculating.
I
Okay.
don't know, but that's what Sed believes.
Yeah. Like, let me get so.
Well, if this was like a base or something, maybe that's like a way to level it and run away or something.
So let's. I'm really terrible at art. So you can kind of tell, like, this is a corner you see next to the things where, let me adjust what the stream's seeing real quick. So, like, here's, like, the exterior of the building. And the interior.
Where is this drawing?
Right next to the picture of the Halloweener.
Oh, aha.
And so you can see nestled into these corners are these metal triangles. And they completely like block off the corner. And each one has a black circle center on the front.
Dude, that are cameras.
Maybe. Some sort of other device.
Now, I've got a point in tech, so I'll roll tech to see if I can identify what these devices might be.
Yeah, go for it.
It would be allowed.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll push it. Why not?
Hey.
So Harlthok, you're a PI. What were you ever actually on the force or work in security in some way?
Seattle Police Department.
Okay, so you actually recognize these things, seeing as that you've seen cameras like this before. These are the kind of cameras that they use in like holding cells. Why is Alex showing up?
Oh my gosh.
There's an Alex.
Alex.
What's up?
Alex, you're
Alex,
here.
get limbs.
Hang on a second. I got to adjust for our missing player.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my-
lost track of time there.
That's all right. Let me rearrange cameras. Dan needs to be up here, and Jake's there. All right, we got the full
Standby
crew
for
now.
Rearranging.
That's fantastic. All right, let's do a super quick recap for Alex, because you missed last session too.
That is true.
So you guys
Do
finished
I still have a car?
Yeah, you still have a car. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all that matters.
You guys finished the job. The social engineering went off great. The old lady plugged the drive in. Said was able to get access. You got the data. You stole some pay data. You turned it in. You got paid. You all started asking about, hey, we got some pay data. How can we move this? And so your Johnson, Gunderson, said, hey, I know this guy by the name of Boris. He's a data broker. If you go talk to him, he might be willing to move your data. So you went, did the meetup with Boris at a stuffer shack. And he's like, I'm not really taking on new customers, but I have a need right now for some help. So if you all take on this job for me, I'll do your data brokering. So I'll move your data for you. So the job was this. In 3 days, he's doing a data handoff. He wants your crew to be his personal security for this data handoff.
Okay.
Catch is that the people he's handing the data off to is the Triad.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he has given you 24 hours to investigate the location of where this data handoff is going to be, see if you want the job. If you take the job, he's your data broker. If you don't take the job, he's done with you and doesn't want to talk to you again.
All right.
The catch is while Harlthok and Bugsy were inside talking to Boris inside the stuffer shack, the other two, so that would be Sed and Rianu, were outside keeping watch. And that's when you all realized that Boris had a tail, and it was a member of the Halloweeners, a very violent street gang.
Like that.
Who was trying to nonchalantly spy on Boris and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. You all caught on. Harlthok fed some false information by letting the Halloweener overhear him,
Okay.
kind of trying to throw the Halloweeners off the scent. And after that, you all came to the warehouse. You're all checking out the warehouse. It's been empty for at least a decade. But you found out that it does have an active power hookup from the city. And it is a kind of a heavy duty 240, 220 hookup. You started checking it out on the inside. You found that power did two things when it got inside. The first thing it did is it fed up to a steel box, like a 2 foot by 2 foot, 1 foot deep steel box with a thumbprint scanner. And that steel box had a bunch of lines running out to it, to these little metal triangles that Harlthok has just realized are security cameras, the kind of security cameras that they put in like holding cells at jails, designed very specifically to be very sturdy and hard to tamper with physically.
Okay.
The other thing the power did is this giant fatty conduit fed into the ground, into the concrete floor, and you can see there was fresh kind of concrete from where it was cut in. And Rianu, looking around, found a filing cabinet in one of the back offices, rusted out, laying on its side. But when he saw it, he realized that there were scrape marks on the concrete in front of it, like it's been slid out and then back numerous times. And that's pretty much where we're at. Harlthok just dawned like, shit, those are security cameras.
Yep. We haven't looked on the filing cabinet yet.
Yeah.
All right.
So, once again, I hand it off. Harlthok, yeah, you point out fucking security cameras. And Rianu's just like, hey, I found this fucking filing cabinet. Something's weird. So I'll let you all take it from there.
Well, I'm no electrical camera person, so
Now
I'm trying to be careful not to actually physically interact with anything because I'm in my chameleon suit, but I would definitely
Okay.
call out
yeah.
that.
All right. So yeah, the rest of you hear Rianu call you back to this office.
I will wave to one of the cameras and then head back to where this janky filing cabinet is.
I don't know what TPK slang for TPK would be in Shadowrun. I do have a settings page with a bunch of Shadowrun slang on it.
recycle bin.
Recycle bin? Fracked?
Maybe, yeah.
Frag. It's an active compulsion. I got the writing tool out. Anyway, so yeah, Harlthok, you head back. Does everyone else follow Harlthok back there?
Might as well.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, everyone else comes in. Rianu, I'll let you point out what you see.
Yeah. It's this little filing cabinet thing. It's probably blocking an entrance of some sort. I'm assuming it's like a trapdoor or something. Again, I don't want to physically interact with it because
You're in your suit.
I'm in my suit.
I'll go ahead and I'll grab hold of my coat so as to not get any rust or dust on my hands.
Sure.
And I'll grab hold of the filing cabinet and just scrape it alongside the marks on the floor.
You do, and it reveals underneath there's a small recess, rectangular recess cut into the floor. And underneath that is a security panel. Like it's just got a number pad, one of the thumbprint biometric sensors next to it, and a small red light.
So wait, who do we think owns all this equipment?
You guys don't know. You
Oh,
are supposed to meet with the Triad for a data exchange in 3 days in this warehouse, but you don't know the details on that. You don't know who picked the warehouse out. Yeah, there's a lot of information
Well,
you don't know here.
We know Boris didn't pick this location
Yeah.
because he said that.
Okay. So you do know this was not Boris's pick.
Okay. And do we know if the camera in there, can it see that we're at that spot?
There are cameras all throughout this building, so they definitely saw They didn't see Rianu enter because Rianu's stealth suit protects him from visual, including cameras. But the rest of you definitely, especially with Harlthok waving at the camera, if someone's watching, they know that you just went back into this office.
So there's not too much we can do about that.
Yeah.
But I would assume this is Triad. Like, this is probably like a Triad drop spot. So they own the cameras here.
Maybe.
So my thought is, they have a drop here. They send some people to go get the drop, and whatever happens, they know immediately. So we can't just kill everybody and, lie about it.
The idea is to, I think, not kill anybody.
Oh, no, what I'm saying is, like, if shit goes down, they will know immediately. Like, yeah, if we punch a Triad person in the face, we might not get down the block before, we run into friends.
Yeah. Oh shit, there's a Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy.
Well, I'm assuming it's Triad owned camera equipment. I'm not bothered by it too much. Can we contact the Triad about that?
You don't have any contact information for the Triad. Now, if someone had a contact with gang relations, you might be able to. Or if you just want to risk going out on the street and asking to talk to the Triad, I mean, you're certainly welcome to.
I don't know that.
No.
Yeah, I'm good with not
Yeah?
seeking out organized criminals on the streets.
I'll do it.
Questioning them. No, I don't want anybody to do it.
Some Bugsy's like, sup, bitch? I heard you know the Triad.
Take me to your Triad.
Yeah. So, what's the plan?
I think we need to maybe install some cameras or drones of our own on all the major intersections leading up to this point. That way, in case anybody comes to break up our little meeting, if we want to go through with said meeting, we'll be able to get an early eye on them and get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Are we wanting to skip messing with this stuff? Probably.
Yeah.
If we mess with it, there's a good chance that somebody will mess with us.
Yeah. I assume somebody either is watching it now or is going to know in said future that we messed with it before the 3 days. So I wouldn't want to.
Sure.
I'm assuming either okay, so we're brokering the information. We're dropping off to the Triad.
You
We're just
are
security
for a data handoff between the Triad and Boris.
Yeah, this is not actually our data. This is just like a preliminary thing where he's like, well, if you do this for me, I was already going to do this. And if you do, I'll help you.
So yeah, we're just handing it off. So I'm assuming Boris is not going to be with us.
No, Boris is doing the handoff. You're just there as his personal security.
Oh. So can we contact Boris and be like, hey, is that a...
Yeah, you guys have Boris's number.
Yeah, let's take a smoke break, step outside, see if we can get him on a comm link or something.
Yeah. Who's calling him?
I don't know if I...
So was it me and Joe that?
Yeah, because
seen
the
it face to
one
face?
thing the party definitely does not have is any kind of like real strong face character.
Yeah, I'm not the I don't think I talked to him.
You weren't there at the meetup, so no.
Yeah. So yeah, it probably shouldn't be me.
Harlthok had the most interaction with him.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll give him a call.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so what is it you want to know from this guy exactly?
Wait, say again?
We want to know if he knows about the cameras in here.
Yeah, and who owns them?
All right. Sounds like a good idea.
It might be his.
And I'll call up Boris.
Sure. Yeah, you get Boris on the line. So you take the job?
We're at a tentative yes right now. There is something though that we wanted to run by you real quick. This place is wired up pretty well. It's got a lot of cameras installed. I was wondering if maybe you knew who exactly owned this warehouse.
I don't have those exact details. I could look them up. I will say that is the drop location that the Triad gave me. So that would be my presumption that it is some way owned or indebted to them.
Yeah, I was getting that sort of impression as well.
Quick
All right,
question.
well,
Hold on, quick question. How bad does he think things are gonna pop off?
He's not
Like,
sure.
what is-
how bad do you think things are going to go off?
Yeah.
Well, ideally, I'm hoping for pretty smooth here, but you gotta realize dealing with the Triad, if they decide that me even knowing that this data exists and was given to them, you know, they might just shoot me in the face on the spot, throw me in the goddamn river. That way they don't have any tracks. So I'm hoping it goes smooth, but you know, dealing with the Triad, who knows? I don't actually know what's in the data package either. It was given to me by another third party to handle the handoff with the Triad.
All right.
Can you mute your comm link real quick? Har?
Yeah,
Oh.
1 second, Boris.
Have any of us looked at this data? Have we all?
No.
No, you don't have hands on it. It's Boris has the data, and he's claiming he doesn't know what's inside of it.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. I have nothing then.
Well,
Alright.
I think rather than worrying about what's inside, maybe at this point we need to worry about what's outside, like plan some routes to cover escape and things like that.
Agree with that.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I'll get Boris back on. Okay, I think we'll be taking the job. Just try to stay low for the next few days. As I said earlier, you've got people who've been trying to tail you. So if you see any suspicious characters, especially those who look like they're too dressed up for the wrong holiday, just take a dark alley and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I know how to handle this. But all right, it's great you're taking the job. Get that data to
see ya.
me after the handoff. I'll get it moved for you.
We'll
All
do.
right.
And I'll hang up on him.
All right.
What's the name of my car? Is it a Jackrabbit? What's it called?
That sounds right. It's in your character sheet.
Yeah, I'll scout out a place to, like, you know, park my Jackrabbit, and if we need to, at least some of us can jump in a car and get out of here.
The garage door, you said, is it on the side towards the parking lot, like the big open door?
Yeah, so imagine this parking lot's this giant fucking square. It nestled in kind of the back corner of the square is this big warehouse. So it's got parking lot on two sides. Like I said, there are a couple vehicles in this parking lot, but they're old, beat up, stripped out, sitting on blocks.
I can
Catalytic converters are missing.
of course they are.
Maybe worth
Maybe
checking them over real quick to make sure there's not, like, you know, nice little hiding places or things like that in them. You know, if they're really gutted, they should be hollowed out. But
and maybe closer towards when we were having the meeting, I can see about stashing my car over there.
Okay.
Face it towards the open door. Keep an eye on.
Yeah. So Sed, you mentioned going over and checking out these cars. Anyone going with Sed to look at these?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay.
I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna die.
while they're doing that, I want to walk around the building now that I know what those cameras look like.
Yeah.
I want to see if they have similar cameras and things set
Sure.
up outside.
Sed and Rianu, you're going to give me observation. Bugsy, seeing as that you're the car dude, you can give me a tech.
One of these days.
One of these days.
Ooh, I will definitely push that.
All right, so let's see. Sed, you don't pull anything. Bugsy, you do, but we'll come back to you and we'll go to Rianu. Rianu, you go around, and yeah, this place is carpeted on the outside. You can even see that there's some lines ran to some of the old poles, like light poles. And it's got all angles on the building and the parking lot covered.
All right.
Yeah. So Bugsy,
Mm-hmm.
you go and you start checking out these cars. First one, complete just shitboxed. Gutted, upholstery is completely stripped out. All that's left is some fucking trash and some springs and terrible
It's my
shape.
car.
Yeah, pretty much. The second one, though, you look into it and it's a sedan, so 4 doors, but what catches you is there's no back seat. You know how most cars have that little, I don't know what you call it, but the little like back shelf behind the back seats. That extends clear to the back of the front seats.
Oh, that's like a shooting platform or something.
Or a place to hide.
If it's like a long, flat place to lay down on.
Now,
Seems
another
like
thing I'll give
set
you,
up for
because
sniping.
you just pulled 1 success. So yeah, I'm gonna call that's what you pick out. Like it's definitely, it is definitely, and it's in terrible shape. But yeah, it's got this kind of like that, like I said, a little back shelf area that goes clear to the back of the front seats. The glass on the front windows are broken out, but the glass on the back windows are intact. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's what you'll get with that unless you do more investigation.
Yeah, I mean, I like to like check out the trunk and see if there's anything in there.
Sure. Yeah, you go around to the trunk. This is an older model vehicle, so it's got to imagine like where the emblem is on the trunk, like right above the license plate. That's where it would kind of like swivel up to reveal a spot for a key.
Mm-hmm.
It's missing a license plate, but you actually see that there is a cutout where the license plate would be, but there's metal there filling it that's painted the same as the rest of the car.
Well, that's peculiar.
That's really weird. Don't know what that's for.
So, what do you want to do?
I'm not car smart enough to know why someone would do that.
I mean, me either, really. But I'm gonna try and pop the trunk. Jimmy it.
Yeah, give me your tech.
Tech is scouting.
Yeah, not a problem, man. You slide this open, you're able to force the lock real quick. Actually, that might have been sleight of hand, so I'll remember that for next time. But for now, yeah, you pop it open. And it's actually inside of this, there's like some mats, like almost like thin camping mattresses laid down on the bottom. There's a battery hooked up. There's no porn in there, disappointingly.
Good
But
guess.
it's laid out like someone could lay with like their feet like up on the back of the front seats. And you look at the inside of this, the trunk where that panel is, and it slides open.
Oh, so they can shoot out the back.
And there's
Yeah.
like a little battery in there with a couple portable, like little fans set up in case it gets hot. Yeah.
What is if I like I don't want to like get in the car, but if I like hunch down and look, what is this like panel like open towards?
It opens directly towards the big open warehouse garage door.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Well, I'm gonna definitely tell the rest of the team that they got some kind of
Like a shooting position.
shooting nest. Oh, jeez. Set up, yeah.
Everyone, give me an observation roll.
Oh no.
Mm,
This is where we're all gonna die anyway.
that's ominous.
Hey, I finally passed.
Nice. Alex, you throwing one out there?
Which one's the observation?
Animal handling. Okay. So it looks like Rianu, Harlthok. Where's was yours at, Dan? Oh, you got a one as well.
First one.
Nice.
One success.
I ain't see shit.
So
Did I?
I'll give you all some different pieces of information. So
We are kind of
said,
spread out.
yeah, as you're kind of looking around, you see parked down the street by that kind of that paint warehouse that Rihanna went into.
Mhm.
There's this big black SUV parked along the street. Lights are off, windows are super tinted so you can't see in. Harlthok. Looking down the other way, you see that there is a fancy looking, think like a Lincoln, like town car, like big old sedan, parked down the other direction. And Rianu, you see walking down the sidewalk, like coming from the direction of that paint warehouse. You see a dude walking down the street. Pretty nice looking coat on him, jacket, shades. But his jacket's kind of lumpy.
Time for us to go.
So wait, where is this guy coming from?
He's just walking down the sidewalk, coming down the block, kind of. If he continues on his path, he'll walk right past the warehouse, but kind of seems out of place.
So, where the cars are at, is any part of like his path? Like if he were to walk and then turn to get into the parking lot for the warehouse, is the parking lot to the warehouse like in view of these other two cars?
Oh yeah, because yeah, the Harlthok and Thed both saw these cars from the parking lot. So yeah,
Definitely
Okay.
call that out on the little microphone.
Yeah, I would sub vocal mic that there's a guy coming up who looks like he's got a gun in his pack.
Is there anything
or
like
his,
any?
coat.
Is there any objects like near him?
yeah. I mean, this is like an industrial kind of area of town. So yeah, there'll be something nearby. What are you trying to do?
I think I have a spell called Clear Audience, I believe.
Oh, there you go. I believe that's an illusion spell. If
So I would
you just look in items, you can look for Clara Audience. Subject can hear distinct sounds as if physically present at a chosen point within sensory range of the spell. The listening point may be moved. So now you don't have to cast this on an object. Just think of it, you cast like a floating invisible orb. And that's your range. That's your origin point for. So if you're casting Clairaudience, you can hear anything that would be like within earshot of that orb. And you can even move that orb to like follow someone.
Yeah, if I can do that, I definitely want to cast that.
Go ahead, use your willpower and probably, actually, you can just hit cast from your character sheet. Just click on that. Let me check your character sheet, make sure I'm giving you the right information. So on talents, if you, you got Clairaudience, I think you should just be able to click that and then hit roll.
Is that like a scrying, like you listen,
Kinda.
or does it create sound? Okay.
It's listening. Power level 1, you didn't roll on the kind of magical mishaps. So yeah, you've got a magical ear floating right next to him. As long as he doesn't have any magical kind of senses around him, he'll be completely unaware of it.
Okay. I just want to listen to if he's communicating or saying anything currently right now.
Yeah, you listen in. I'm seeing 4 of them
Oh.
talking like real quiet, like he's doing the sub-vocal kind of mic thing. One of them's got the watch car opened up.
Oh, yeah.
The other 2 are in the parking lot. Looks like they noticed the cars down the street. And then the 4th one He was mumbling something to himself a second ago. I didn't make out what it was, and that would be you casting your spell.
Okay. I would turn away from him calmly, obviously, and say on the comm, like, he's definitely scouting us.
Well, do you just want to pack it up and call it?
Yeah. I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Stuffer Shack, get some more cherry slushies, and call
Sure.
it a day.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Can we make a show of, putting the lid back down and saying, looks like things are okay here?
So I've got razor wire, micro wire for my grappling hook.
Yeah.
It says it's real sharp and real strong. How good does that work as like a garrote?
You got gloves on?
I do.
Are you really wanting to mess with the triads?
It would work great as a garrote.
I'm gonna have it out and just ready in case, like, I'm gonna tail him in case he looks like he's reaching for that lump in his coat.
Okay. So are the rest of you making for the cars to get out?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like calmly, I think.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you close the trunk on the car. You all make your way to your two vehicles parked in the lot. I'll say, Grim, you do here. Looks like they're packing up. Getting into two vehicles there. Do y'all turn left or right when you go to leave the lot?
I think we go left because we always go left.
Okay, that'll take you
Yeah.
past that SUV. So yeah, you all load up. Yeah.
Rihanna, are you getting in my car?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like open my door and obviously give you time to maneuver through my door. Like,
Through the driver's side.
I assume you haven't been noticed yet. So
I bet you would like open
said-
your passenger door like you were gonna set something in it,
Mhm.
and then like have time for me to get in there and then close it and then get in your driver's side.
because he said 4, right?
He said 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are not aware of you yet.
No.
So yeah, I'm gonna, whisper on the comm when I open the passenger door, like, get the fuck in there.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm gonna give this to you, Bugsy. You're in the front.
Yeah.
As you're pulling out onto the street to the left, you see the lights on both cars, the SUV in front of you and the Cadillac behind you kick on. And as you're coming down the street, the SUV pulls out across the street to block your way forward.
All right.
I'm gonna evasively maneuver my way up the sidewalk.
Sure. You're gonna give me a piloting test.
Agility. Pilot is
Whatever the
same
first one
stealth.
is. Yeah. Yeah, not a problem. So yeah, they move to block you off, but you hit the gas, pop the curb, and just dance around them in your car. Grim,
God damn it. Is there any other way around I can get?
you could spin a U-E and go back the other direction, but that Cadillac, that sedan's coming up behind you.
I'm gonna attempt the same thing, and I would assume
All right, you're gonna give me a piloting test.
that's stealth, correct?
Yeah. Now, I will tell you.
Sidewalk through.
Okay, you pull a success. I was going to say, if you fail, I'll let Bugsy kick over point to you, but your car is going to take a little bit of a beating. But luckily, you will see how Bugsy does it. You don't do it anywhere near as nice. It's a lot bumpier because your car is kind of lower to the ground, a lot lighter.
Is he
But
in a bike or is he in a car? I can't remember.
he's in a very small,
Or is it a smart car, right?
smart
Small
car.
but common.
Yeah.
A
You two.
1995 Toyota Celica.
Yeah. You two whip around. You're heading down the street. You see the
Well, I'm flooring it as soon as I'm past them. Too.
yeah, that's fine. You see in the rear view mirror that this SUV's spinning around. They pop up on the curb to get around. The sedan pulls up, and the dude who was on the street hops in, and they give chase.
Oh shit.
So here's what we're gonna do. Bugsy and Grim are gonna have to give me an additional pilot test. Actually, do we have pilot or drive?
Good luck, guys.
It's
That's
pilot.
my
It's
pilot.
contribution.
I think
Okay.
it's pilot. Yeah.
It is. Initially, I was thinking about splitting those off into pilot and drive, but I had to compress it into one skill. So
We ain't got any planes yet anyway, so
both of you are going to have to roll that for me. Now, the other three of you, if there are things that you want to do that might make their escape easier, you're welcome to do this as well, or do something as well. You just got to let me know what you're going to do. So, Bugsy, you pulled a 3. Grim, you didn't. Do you want to push? Okay. So,
can I with my extra success like help him out somehow?
yeah, I'll let you transfer one of your successes. You both pulled 2s.
Ooh.
So you're whipping through this industrial park, taking sharp turns here and there.
I'm just drifting off of you.
Yeah. Harlthok, Rianu, or Sed, is there anything you want to do?
I want to roll down the window and have my grappling hook ready, still cloaked.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What's your plan with this grappling hook?
If they get too close to our car, I'm grappling and going to try and get onto their car and just start punching my katana through their roof.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Escape through the window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've also pulled out my silver gun just in case.
All right. Harlthok, anything?
I've got my pistol drawn, but I'm just trying to play it cool at this point.
I'm flipping my safety switches down. My guns are starting to spin up.
Oh boy.
Nice.
It's a shame that they're both under headlights and not anywhere in the back of my car.
What's the name of the food place we go to?
Stuffer Shack?
I say we get there because that's a public place. So I doubt they want to, shoot up in front of everybody. I assume. I hope.
Okay.
I mean, maybe.
It sounds like
maybe
a
not.
I think we
Yeah.
just got innocent people killed. I think that's the only change.
I'm just hoping like we get to a public place and maybe they try to muscle us, like get in our face.
Okay.
But that's it.
So they
I don't want to take
pulled
them
a-
back to where we live.
Yeah. They pulled a 2 on their piloting test as well.
Oh,
So they're keeping up. They're not necessarily closing yet. They're not gaining on you, but you're not losing them. Once again, Harlthok or Sed, is there anything you want to try and do?
I'll get on my comms as well, and I'll say, yeah, I second the Stuffer Shack idea. Let's get out in front of people. That way, if anything goes wrong, we won't be held accountable for what comes after.
I mean, are we trying to just lose them first, or I don't know how the driving test went. Sorry.
Both of your
Fine.
drivers got 2s, so did they. So
Oh, geez.
you're just not losing them. They aren't gaining ground. They aren't losing ground.
Is there like traffic lights or something like that I
Sure.
can screw around with? that,
Absolutely, there are. If you want to give me a tech roll.
Yes, I do. I think I get a 2 from my deck.
come on, let's hack the world.
Yes,
Shit,
indeed.
3.
damn.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do another test. Same driving or piloting test for the 2 of you. Said you're going to start fucking with traffic signals, trying to throw shit in front of them, give you green lights, and then kick it to red real quick. So hopefully throwing some cars. I'm going to treat your 3 successes as a penalty for them.
Nice.
So they're not gaining on you yet, Rianu. So I don't know if you're wanting to try and grapple hook over there.
No, it's purely just if they get close enough to like ram us or something, I'm hopping on.
Okay, cool. So Grim and Bugsy. Bugsy, you got a 1. Grim, you didn't pull anything.
I'm gonna push.
2? Okay.
Nice.
So I'll let you kick one of your successes over to Grim.
Yeah, I will.
So right now, you each have 1 success. So
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I am
No
going to
problem.
give them a penalty. They gain.
Oh no.
They are pulling up hard and fast on you. Now, Thad, you're flipping lights and shit. I'll give you, since you did pull 3 successes here, you do manage to lose the sedan in back. Like the SUV manages to weave through cross traffic as you fuck with the lights. The sedan tries to do the same thing and just T-bones this white box truck, and it's out of the race. But this SUV, they're gaining. It's 1-2, so they're getting close. They're not quite in ramming distance yet. So let's go again. So I want those piloting tests, and Rianu, Harlthok, and Sed, if there's anything else you want to do to try and help, you're welcome to.
Are there any like bars or anything to grab onto on the top of your car? Like
That is
I don't
like
think
a
so.
luggage rack.
Yeah, like that type of thing.
I think there might be a picture of your car.
I'm trying to see if I can look up a better.
CN Jackrabbit.
There's a rapper by that name, but oh no, this bad boy is small.
Looking at the picture, I don't see it. Let me load that up as a handout real quick so I can show all of you. Image. And we want to show everyone. So yeah, that there is what the car looks like.
It is a 22nd century smart car.
Yeah. So yeah, there's really nothing good to grab a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll just sit in my passenger seat with my grappling hook gun ready.
Okay. So it looks like Grim, you pulled a 0. Bugsy, you pulled a 1. I'll let you kick over a success.
Can I push again?
Yeah. If you haven't pushed that, you're welcome to push.
I have a 2 actually.
Do you want me to still try pushing it?
Yeah, let's see if you can get any better with the push.
Okay.
I
Grim, you do have 1. Okay. So that's Grim has 1. Bugsy has 2.
For me, at this point, the traffic lights aren't doing it. I'm looking for maybe like a vehicle or something that I could jack and
Oh,
stab.
yeah. Absolutely, you could. You're going to give me another tech roll.
All right.
Bugsy, were you pushing?
Yeah, I will. I'll see if I can push to help Grim out.
Okay.
I did.
Go ahead,
Damn.
Oh,
go ahead and push that too.
So, oh shit,
There we
2
go.
to 2 and a 5.
holy fuck.
All right.
Was that 6 dice rolled?
So let's see these triad dudes. You still have the lights jacked up, so they're taking a penalty from that still, but they're expecting it, so it's not as much of a penalty. So their initial roll to keep up, they pull a 1, so they're losing a little bit of distance. But then, all of a sudden, this moving truck, just all of a sudden the driver's inside just minding their business, and all of a sudden the wheel kind of jerks out of their control and it goes into the autopilot mode as Sed takes over. They're gonna have to do another one versus your 5.
Oh no.
Good luck, but not really.
So yeah, you take this moving truck and you just T-bone right into this SUV. The SUV is it's dead in the water at this point.
Perfect.
So is the moving truck.
It's fine.
And you all
Not
make
us.
you all make a clean getaway. Well,
Oh, hold on.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I want to go and figure out who these guys are.
all right.
Can I act like we're stopping in an emergency? We just saw the crash.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah. You pull over, you kick your hazards on.
And
I'm still
then-
cloaked, but I have my katana out.
And
Okay.
then can I cast a spell?
What do you want to do?
I think I can cast Detect Life.
I believe that is a detection spell. You have Path of Detection Magic. Yeah, so you should have Detect Life Form. Yeah. So as long as you got the willpower, you can cast it.
I don't think my willpower is correct on this either.
'Cause every time you push a roll and you take a point of damage from pushing it,
We've gotten quite a bit of gifted willpower.
yeah, we'll
from-
say you've got enough for now.
Okay.
And just from here on out, make sure that you track that. Oh, shit. And you get a mishap.
Oh,
Oh no.
Let's roll a magical mishap. Now, this isn't entirely themed over yet, so we're going to roll it. And depending on what happens or what it reads out, we may have to adjust a little bit. Just don't get a 66. You are overwhelmed by the power of your own magic and feel that people around you are mere ants compared to you. Suffer 1 point of empathy damage. All right, so take a point of empathy damage.
that could have been worse.
On your sheet, if you just
I
left
can just
click. Yeah,
Okay.
clicking on the circles next to
we
empathy, left and right click, and it'll reflect that. So your spell does kick off.
Mhm.
You get some magical effect, super inflates your fucking ego. So remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're picking up 2 dudes in this car,
Oh, they're still alive.
both alive.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm definitely getting out the car now. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, so I want to presume that Rihanna, as soon as the car stopped, you jumped out,
Oh yeah,
katana
through
in
the
hand.
window.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm just booking it.
yeah,
I think
Bugsy
that thing is all
said,
window.
and
You didn't even open the
Harlthog,
window first.
you're watching in the rearview mirror after that wreck, and you do see Grimm's car pull over and the
I'm gonna
driver's
slow
side door
down.
open up.
I'll pull off.
Okay.
Maybe kind of try and circle back to them.
Okay, that's fine. We'll give a couple actions to Grim and Rianu before you get there.
Okay.
So as well, what appears to be Grim gets out. Grim, what are you doing?
I would definitely be coming around trying to see if they're severely hurt or
High or low?
high.
Okay. The dude in the passenger seat is where the moving truck impacted. You picked up 2 life forms, and it doesn't give you the status of those life forms, but you don't see him moving.
Mm-hmm.
The dude in the driver's seat, yeah, that was the passenger that got hurt. Dude in the driver's seat, though, he kicks the door open, stumbles out. You can see he's, bleeding from the nose, looks banged up, and he sees you approaching. And from underneath, or like from a sling on his side, he pulls out an SMG.
All right.
So, Rihanna,
I was about to ask.
You're running up
if I
on
see
this
any of
dude.
them going for a weapon.
yeah, you're running
getting
up on
hacked
this
up.
dude. He's moving slow too. So just Grim walking up on him getting out, and pretty much as soon as you're within like striking range is when he whips out this SMG.
Okay. I don't know how like called shots work or whatever. I just want to try and like disarm him. I want to
Okay.
cut off the hand that he's going.
Sure.
that.
You're going to give me that attack roll with a weapon. If it's just 1 success, you're only dealing the damage. Multiple successes, we can do other things with those extra successes. So,
And then do I have to spend willpower to use talents? Is that how that
depends
works?
on the talent. Let me look at your talents. What one are you looking at? Path of the Blade?
Path of the sword fighter
Let's
and Path of the Blade.
So at rank 1, your attack and parry rolls are modified +1. when you fight with a sword. No, you just get that.
Okay.
And then Path of the Blade. When you hit with close combat, you can spend willpower to find a weakness in your opponent's armor or natural armor. The armor has no effect in your attack.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna slice at him.
Sure, make your attack.
Katana. Then I get a sword fighter.
Get your +1 for sword fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1 success, that's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
If you want to spend your willpower, you can negate his armor, or you can push to see if you get the extra success you want to try and disarm him.
I want to do both.
All right, then give me a push.
I want to spend a willpower and then push.
Okay. So you do take 1 point of strength. You put out 3 damage, and you have 2 successes. So are you spending a willpower?
Yes.
Okay, so I will not roll his armor. He takes 3 points of strength damage.
Okay.
That does break him. Since you were wanting to call this out specifically, I'm just going to give him the critical injury severed hand. So you just run up and just shing, take his hand right off.
All right.
You needing that?
Now the SMG, it's one of those small, I don't know the models of SMGs in this, but where it's got the foregrip and the back grip for the trigger. You take off the hand at the trigger, so he's holding this SMG by the foregrip. Of course, he doesn't have a hand to pull the trigger, and then also his hand just unexpectedly popped off its wrist. So he is down on the ground, screaming, grasping at this stump as he's just bleeding all over the street.
Free SMG.
I'm going to say, still close. Looks like that's a bad accident you just got there.
Who the fuck hit me? Because actually, I want to make him give me. He can't pass. He's broken. He can't pass any tests. I was going to make him see if he sees the blood on the katana. But he is totally unaware. So he is looking at Grim.
Okay. I'm going to wipe the katana off on his coat.
That'll definitely give away. He will know that you're there, but there ain't shit that he can do.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
So,
keep it.
The 3 of you in Bugsy's car, you pull up to the intersection. You can see the dude kneeling on the ground, clasping a stump. His blood is just spraying. And you see Grim approaching him with a rather strange look on his face.
And now pulled silver gun.
Okay, Grim, are you doing anything with that gun, or?
I'm gonna aim it at him.
Okay.
Or make it enemies of the triad today, boys.
and ask him who he works for.
He can't pass any tests right now because he is broken. Work for the fucking triad. You're all gonna die for this shit. We got your asses on camera. We got your fucking plates. We heard you all talking to yourselves. You ain't getting away from this one.
The triad or you have heard that.
Triad. They fucking sent us. I work for the triad. And they fucking picked you up fucking around in their warehouse. And they sent us over to see what you were doing. You would have fucking stopped when I pulled out in front of you. We could have just had a little chit chat. You might have walked away alive.
Yeah. That does suck. How far away is the rest of the gang?
Are you all getting out of the vehicle, or are you all just watching? They're at least on the other side of the intersection.
I'm calling Boris.
Yeah, okay.
Boris.
Yeah.
It's Harl.
Yeah.
I'm afraid something's come up and we're not going to be able to take the job.
That is disappointing. Good luck with your data.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, good luck with yours. Take care.
Okay.
And I will hang up.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of recline the seat back and watch.
All right. Said Bugsy doing anything?
Boy,
No.
Just sitting
I
and
don't
watching.
think yeah.
Said?
I don't even know what's useful to do here unless there's.
So he's already told his triad that we ran? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. He's saying that they have the plates on your cars. They've got video and audio of you, or of everyone but you, Joe.
Yeah.
This might be that bizarre time where maybe I use my one connection I have to see if we can clean.
I'm going to
data
start
out.
unscrewing the plates from this guy's crashed car,
Okay.
and I'll swap them out on Alex's car.
Okay.
It's funny that he thinks my plate is real. I don't even have a driver's license.
So, Grim, what are you doing
Funny,
there?
he thinks this is his
no one
car.
else is coming up with you. And after that information, Rianu, of course,
Actually,
you
I
couldn't
wanna
see
start-
Rianu,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but he moves to the, well, you wouldn't know it, but he moves off. So what do you got, Grim? It's you and this dude.
Damn. You should have just let us go. That would have been so much easier.
Fuck around with a triad drop spot without getting checked out.
Well, sadly, you don't fuck with us, and I pulled the trigger.
Give me an empathy test. I am doing Path of the Killer in this game.
Wow.
I'll let you.
Can
So,
I push that?
rules as written. Here's the way this works. If you want to kill someone in cold blood
Mm-hmm.
in a situation such as this, you have to roll empathy.
Mm-hmm.
If you pass, your conscience gets the better of you, and you can't do it. If you fail, fuck your conscience. You do whatever the fuck you want, and you just take a little empathy damage. So I'll tell you what, you don't have any willpower right now because you used it for the spell.
Mm-hmm.
If you push that, and this is what I'm aiming at, if you push it and fail, you're getting willpower. I'll let you use that willpower to negate a success. You pick up 2 willpower. You take 2 points of empathy damage for the push. You take a 3rd point of empathy damage for just executing this guy in the middle of the fucking intersection.
I'm unscrewing his plates and I hear a gunshot. Like, what the
I thought I cut his hand off. Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you look around and there's Grim,
Oh my
smoking
God.
gun in hand with a dead triad member at his feet.
I unscrew faster.
Okay. There's the other dude who's passed out in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Let's take him.
Okay.
Is what you say as I'm aiming my gun at him.
Yeah. Let's take him and put him in our car and like interrogate him or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's abduct him. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Now we're abducting triad
The
members.
triad means shit to us.
Well-
But I yell in the street.
Oh no.
I'm
Sure.
looking at my empty
We're not going to
icy
kill him.
cup
Let him
like,
go.
jeez.
I do have some bad news, Rihanna.
Mhm.
Grim's car is not big enough for a 3rd person.
They can
Even
go in
as
my
a
car.
halfling like on his lap.
I mean, if you really want to squeeze in, I'd allow it. But
I can put him in my trunk. I'm pretty sure my car has a trunk.
yeah.
That's fine.
All right. You
What-
throw him
what
in
are
the
rest
back of
you?
Bugsy's trunk.
What are the rest of you guys doing as I yell triad ain't shit to us in the middle of the intersection? The triad ain't got shit on me.
Just a full body cringe.
Furiously looking to see what's watching us.
Oh, there's traffic cameras up
This is like
here.
this is like a busy intersection. You might
There's
have a heck of traffic
motorists
cameras.
all around.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't know that you can do much about data that's already recorded.
I mean,
Just delete it from the servers. It's fine.
yeah.
Gotta get to
Back to
those
world.
servers.
Yeah, this would be traffic cameras. So probably the city municipal tower is where all kind of shit like that's handled.
Well, now we have another mission.
So I definitely pick up that SMG.
Sure. I don't have what that is listed in Foundry right now.
I'm sure we could do that later, though.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
problem. I'll make sure
I'm
to
not-
throw an SMG on your character sheet.
Yeah, I won't be using it right now.
I suspect our group of characters are going to be short-lived.
Well, only one of you is on camera executing a fucking triad member.
I'm just the one on camera waving at them before we let them down this.
Yeah,
True.
this is fantastic. All right, so you throw them
This
in the
is great.
trunk. Now what?
I'm gonna tie him up with something. If I
Okay,
can
then
find
not a
rope or whatever.
problem. You get some jumper cables out. He's still unconscious. You wrap him up real good.
I'm like throwing the SMG in the car, like, wow!
You know what? As Bugsy's tying him up, I'm gonna like take off his shoes, and if he's wearing sunglasses, take those.
This whole
off.
time, I'm working on swapping the plates between the two vehicles.
Okay, I'll say you get that done. Sure.
Yeah.
So Harlthok, you're ditching his personal effects.
Yeah. So like anything that I think might have some sort of a tracking device or anything like that on him.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much.
So
I'm going to
he's
say
just
you
naked.
strip him down to his
And-
skivvies and
Yeah.
leave
Yeah.
it all on the side of the
Underoos, and if
road.
he's got any guns, I'll just kind of hang on to those.
Yeah, he'll have a piece on him. Probably something like a Ruger Firehawk or some shit. I'll figure that out before next session.
Can I check like the normal places that like trackers would be implanted in the skin on this guy?
That is going to take a test. I am going to want a healing test.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the king of empathy right now.
I don't think I want to push that.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure. It is a possibility, so that was worth looking, but you give him a feel down and you're not sure.
Does anyone have like an EMP or anything like that that we could just cook them with real quick?
I don't have anything like that.
You hear the sound of sirens in the distance.
I can shoot him. Is it?
No. No, thank you.
No.
It's time.
No
to
more
go.
shooting for you. Yeah, let's get in the car
Yeah.
and ditch.
All right. You all load up in your respective vehicles and leave the scene. Now what?
Slushies? Is that what we're going for? Right, guys?
Cherry slushies, I think. Yeah.
I think they were going to die.
You all
Fucking do
go.
this.
You all just head straight to the closest stuffer shack.
Yeah,
might be
let's
our
get
last
some
supper.
food. Let's pick a random building to go to and interrogate this guy.
Don't we have a hideout technically?
I don't want to go there at this
I don't want to
point.
go
All
there.
right, that's fair. That's fair.
I have a quote unquote office, which is an apartment in a very cheap, rotten side of town. So we could go there.
I mean, pretty sure
You
every
don't
way
like
you look at it,
coffee,
we're on the
so-
wrong here.
So slushies and then back to your place?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
All right.
Oh.
You all you find a stuffer shack to head to go and get some post-murder snacks. One
some
thing
slushies.
I get a slushy for this guy.
Okay.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not a
We're gonna do
problem.
good cop, bad cop. I see.
Yeah.
One thing while you're
Throw it.
waiting in line with your slushies and gas station hot dogs, you do notice that in this place they do have a video screen up. There's a news report about a traffic accident that turned into a homicide that police are currently investigating.
Oh, I look at the screen. Oh, fuck it. Watch this, dudes.
And you see Grim. They show everything. So they show the dude kneeling on the ground, clutching a bloody stump. Grim yelling at him about the triad ain't shit. And then just the single shot through the dude's forehead.
I think the most dystopian bit about this is that that's just on live television. It's this guy getting publicly executed.
It's on loop too. So
Like a
like the
RoboCop
newscasters there.
6 o'clock.
I picture like it's got like instant replay. There's a
multiple camera angles.
So that
We believe one of the assailants may have been
first
invisible. Watch
question
the
I got,
spout of
Grim,
blood
were
and
you
brain.
using a real sin here?
Oh, wait, what?
Pretty much an ID. Like, so in Shadowrun, you can get fake sins, which are false identities you can pick up.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
Okay. Okay. So
I do.
you're using your real sin.
I'm using a fake
That
one.
might have to change.
And I poured a real one, so
Yeah, they're going like, it's possible gang violence tied to triad, this, that, these, and those. Police are investigating. As Grim points out, like, oh, fucking watch this, guys. The clerks are like, oh, shit. Back to Grim. Yours is on the house.
Yeah, boy.
And I'm like, does that include all of ours by any chance?
Yes.
All right. And I'll grab like a couple cupcakes while I'm at it.
You've got your snacks. You head out.
I insist to pay for the slushie that I'm buying for this guy.
You really have to argue with this clerk. Like, no. Just take it and go. Take it and go. And
I like leave money for it.
Okay.
And then I leave.
okay. This is fine. Everything's fine.
And I recloak once I get in the car.
Okay. Where y'all going to next?
I don't know, but I'm definitely cloak it up once we're in the car. So when I get back out next time,
Going to Harlthok's office.
Fuck off to somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
So I will say, the city of Seattle is big with lots of empty and vacant buildings and not so many houses. There really aren't houses anymore, just these giant apartment complexes. But if you want to go to Harlthok's office, I mean, that's absolutely fine.
I would like to do a abandoned place, like some building that we can get into.
Well, I'd just like to stop at my place real quick to pick up everything I own. Before we head out.
How much stuff does Harlthok own?
Well, he has a bug out bag.
Okay.
He's also got a lot of spine stuff.
How long do you think it would take Harlthok to grab all of this?
Maybe 15 minutes inside.
Okay. You swing by Harlthok's place, 15 minutes inside. Rianu, you're the one who wants to find an abandoned building, so I'm going to make you give me a lore test.
I did have a fake sin for the place.
Okay.
But we just bought food, by the way.
Okay, cool.
So it'd be on that.
Yeah, give me a lore. We're counting this as street lore.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. You head over to the next borough, and it's not a problem, man. You find a old, abandoned, office building with a loading dock in the back with this big garage door with a ramp going up to it. It is locked up, but you've been by this place before. You've made note, like that would be a good place to hide out for a little bit if we had to. Because I bet we could pull a vehicle right into there and close the door behind us.
Cool. Yeah. I'll let Vocal Mike communicate that to everybody.
Sure.
Say we get there.
Yeah, I'll use my mini welder to cut through the lock to get us
Cool.
in.
That's what I was looking for. Not a problem. You cut it open, slide the door open, in you go. That's old, abandoned, like business office kind of thing. So there's still the remains of an old cube farm inside, but It's been probably a good year or two. Everything's thick with dust. Doesn't even have power, which
Perfect.
is probably
Let's go to the
good.
conference room.
Sure, you find a conference room, coffee stained with filthy, dirty swivel chairs in there. You just
Awesome.
throw the dude on the table.
We can put him in one of the chairs.
Okay. Dude's out cold. Like out
Okay.
cold. You can see he took a really nasty hit. Looks like his leg's broken. And he's got this big gash across the side of his head.
All right. After we get him in place, I just want to like tie him there.
Yeah.
So he can't move. And then I will put the slushie on the table in front of him and slap him awake.
Cool. All right. He comes to. He is definitely out of it, kind of reeling, definitely has a concussion. What the? Whoa. Where's Frankie? Hey. Oh, what the fuck? You guys look familiar.
What, slushie?
I am kind of thirsty. It takes the slushy.
Okay.
I run by with my gun out again and yell, bitches don't get slushies. And I point my gun at him.
He's standing there taking in the fact that he's completely nude. Or not completely, he's in his skivvies. And he sets the slushy on the table. Sorry, like he's very kind of slow and responsive. So there are definitely concussions fucking with his thought process.
All right. We know you and several of your buddies, or at the very least your buddies, we're going to meet with a fellow by the name of Boris regarding some sort of data handoff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just curious. Do you know what that data might be for?
No
Who might
idea.
Benefit from it?
Above my pay grade.
How does the silver gun load?
I presume it's semi-automatic, clip-fed.
Okay, all right.
Or
I checked the
magazine-fed.
clip, put the clip back in. It's like, that doesn't sound like a good fucking answer.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm just security detail.
I'm not man, I'm the man around here.
I'm going to whisper to him, like, you can have your slushie. That's fine. And
I'm still pointing my gun at him. I just hope you guys know.
yeah. What information did you give them on us?
It was Mikey in the other car that was given the information. He's the one who was looking at you all with his eyes. I don't know. They just said, hey, we got activity at the warehouse. Go check it out. I don't know. Like, I saw your cars.
Well, this is unfortunately looking like a bust.
You want me to bust one in them? Is that what you just said? Because I'll fucking do it right now.
No.
Can I
we don't
have
want
the
that.
slushy now?
Yeah, you can have the slushie.
He takes the
I'll
slushy and starts
give it
sipping
to
on it.
With the gun to his
Yeah, he's out of it.
All right, all
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of brushed the gun away, like, all right, let him happen.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't want. Yeah, you're all there at the warehouse. They wanted us to check it out, see what was going on. Make sure you guys weren't fucking with anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Since you work security at the place, are you more familiar with the sorts of security codes and thumbprint scanners, that sort of stuff that they got hooked up in the warehouse?
Yeah, they got cameras in there, and then they got the basement. I don't have a code to the basement though.
I run back up and point my gun at him. and I ask him, "Are those cameras live?"
Yeah, that's how they noticed you. They got people monitoring that. They hire that shit out for
That's
24-hour monitoring on all our properties.
oh, that's bad news for you.
Who do they hire it out to?
Oh, they hired out to, let me double check the name of that security company. Let's see. Oh, it's not in that notes.
I'm just puzzled at this point.
Let's see. This is gonna be.
This guy's out of it, right?
Oh yeah.
So I want to like lead him into just try and get as much personal information out of him as I possibly can.
It's the Knights Errant, man.
Yeah. Like, where are you from? And it's like, I don't need this to be really specific, but
Yeah.
basically, I want this to be future blackmail on this guy.
Okay.
The best idea I have for salvaging us so far is they have data on us somewhere, and he's a security guy that works for them. So I want to blackmail him to just losing our file.
He's gonna have that kind of access.
Yeah, that seems pretty, because he already mentioned, and that's one thing he did answer, is the security company they hire to monitor all of that, they mentioned Knights Errant. If people want to give me a lore test, see if you're familiar with that.
Is this the actual lore button?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Now, would this count as? No, never mind.
Okay.
Looking at a talent, and it needs manipulate or insight, unfortunately.
So it does look like Rianu and Sed gave a pass on that. Knights Errant is the security firm subsidy of Ares Macro Technology. Ares Macro Technology is the 7th largest corporation in the world. Let's see. And if you look on the Shadowrun settings page, right underneath the Shadowrun logo on the map, they are mainly, they make firearms.
Wait, was Ares the one that was guarding that first location too?
It was a smaller company.
That was
under them, I
Wolverine.
think.
It was Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they got one of the big names monitoring their security assets as far as like video and, location monitoring. So if you want that film, that video data, you're gonna have
So
to
this
deal
guy
with that.
doesn't work for them?
No, he doesn't. He is actual Triad. The Triad is hiring out a
Surveillance.
hiring out. I'm trying to think of the word where you hire. English.
Subcontracting or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're hiring out a subcontract. They're hiring out a contractor to handle at least the video surveillance monitoring.
Okay.
Oh boy.
As far as company goes, this is a big one.
Yeah, this is bad. This is probably too much even for my contact to do something about.
Now, the nice thing is since it is being monitored by Ares, you don't have to worry about the actual police force putting warrants out for you.
Oh yeah, they'll just hit us on their own.
Yeah, pretty
Because of
much.
the other crimes we committed.
Yeah, so the other one that has like actual crime is Crim, I guess.
So yeah, he's feeding you. Like he's not resistant. I am counting him as broken. So you're able to feed him information, his address, his phone number, who he reports to, who he works with. Yeah, just generic personal information that you would need to track this dude down again. Absolutely, he's giving it to you. Now, if you're wanting for him to get access to secure data, he's very much a grunt and doesn't have that kind of access.
Okay. How well does he know the other guy that they were working with tonight? The one that was relaying.
The one that was killed or the one that was walking
You
around?
might,
The one in the sedan.
Mikey? Oh, he's good. Yeah, I hang out with him sometimes. We've been working together for a while.
Okay.
Part of a 5-man crew.
Is Mikey the type that would have like all that kind of secure data access?
No, man, that's above our pay
He's
grade.
also grunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Mikey's also dead, I think.
No, Mikey's alive. Mikey was in the
Okay.
sedan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Frankie's dead.
Frankie is dead.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got him in my notes as Frankie hyphen dead as shit.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Y'all have gotten yourself in one hell of a pickle.
Sure did.
All right, so we want to just bundle this frozen man up to dump him off at a hospital and call it a day.
Got any good tips for getting unpickled?
No, man. Y'all are fucked. Like,
Oh no, you're the one that's fucked. I point my
gosh.
gun in his face.
Yeah, snooping around Triad property. You're running from us. You fucking kidnapped me. You're lucky that truck hit us, or we would have got you. It seems like I'm trying to kind of hint at. It doesn't seem like he really is comprehending that you guys are the ones that crashed that truck into him, and he's not really comprehending the fact that Frankie's dead.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
comprehending the fact that he doesn't quite understand the totality of his situation.
Are you trying to say the grimness?
Oh,
Yes, the grim
Yeah.
grim situation he's found himself in.
yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like we're not realizing the grim situation that we found ourselves in.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at you guys like, can I shoot him down?
I don't want to
if
shoot
it's-
him. I don't want to make it worse with Triad.
No more shooting, man.
What?
Yeah, let's drop him off at a hospital. You know what? Here,
I picked him up because I wanted to get information out of him to figure out how to make amends, I guess. That's my goal.
Yeah.
is there any
And I
paper
don't
or
know.
cardboard nearby?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just get like some cardboard and I'll.
Just write a sign. We
Couple
thought
holes
you
in
were Halloweeners.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write a sign and say "My bad, HG" and hang it around his neck.
Okay. So you're just taking him to a hospital?
Yeah, I think that's
I want to figure out who his boss is. Like I want to
the guy
get
he reports.
as much contact
Sure.
info out of him. of
You're able
Triad
to
people
get the
that he
dude
knows.
he reports to.
Okay.
It's a dude who goes by the code name of, let's see. Hey, let me get his code name here.
How long does that mishap last for me?
Till you rest.
Nice.
Oh wow.
All right.
We're just screwed.
His boss is a dude who goes by the name of Sammy Scrip. That's SCRIP. Scrip specifically is currency that's not Nuyen. Usually stuff referring to currency issued by Megacorps. It's just another way of saying, dude's got money.
Ouch. I mean, of course he does.
Yeah, man. Like he
Does
likes,
he have like a comm that we got off of him?
You ditched Harlthog.
Yeah,
You
I
ditched
got
all
rid
of
of
his
his
effects.
pan.
So
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't want
He
him to
does
have
not.
any tracking info.
that's
on
fine.
it.
Yeah.
The
Does he know like a way for us to come? Like, do we have more than just the name of the guy? Like, would we have a number for him or something?
I don't have his number. He always calls us on burners. I do know I met him once. He runs the Purple Haze over in Renton.
Okay.
And I'll give it to you. Purple Haze, you've probably heard it before. It's like a first class, like high tier restaurant.
Ah.
I should make a note of this shit because I'm gonna fucking forget.
I know a debutante who might be able to get us in there just to, I don't know, have some.
Can we just drop him off in front of
Investigatory
that? We'll just throw him out of a running car, like the piece of shit he is.
You can slow down a little bit, but like I'm not stopping.
I say speed up.
All right, yeah, we're gonna roll him in.
Just give him like a stone.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, so
Across a concrete pond.
yeah, you drop them off at a hospital, sure.
Yeah.
Y'all heading back to that office building while you figure things out.
Yeah. I will ask that we put like a drone outside my apartment building just to sort of keep an eye on it. See if anybody stops.
Who's got a
by,
drone to dedicate to that?
You know what? I may have one. I don't know.
Probably just me.
I do not.
Breaking and entering, spying.
Almost all of my money
Yeah, I
was
don't
my
see any
suit.
drone for you, Jake.
I was gonna say, are we
No.
even all going to drop off the dude at the hospital?
I guess that's a question I should have asked.
I'll go drop him off, but nobody else
Okay,
has to
I was
come
going to
with
ask
me.
mainly, are you putting Grimm's car back out there on the street?
Yeah,
No.
that's probably a bad idea.
Oh, for now.
Nobody will be able to. I have a jackrabbit. Everybody has a jackrabbit.
Yeah. With
And
a
Jack
triad
with
license
different
plate
plates
on it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So,
was just to in the
Bugsy,
meantime.
you have
I
a
did-
drone, and said you have 2 drones.
I actually have 3.
You have
of them.
3
I
drones.
spent all my money on drones,
Shit.
pretty much. And it turns out I'm bad at them.
Yeah, I have a drone, but I forgot to buy the sensor package for it.
You can
I
always
did.
upgrade later. I mean,
I just
Yeah,
didn't
just
realize
costs money.
animal handling was going to be the skill I was using.
well, now you know when you level up.
Yeah.
Or when you get experience. Okay.
Yeah.
You drop them off. Seth, are you going to oblige Harlthok and leave a drone there?
I mean, it's probably just throwing money out the window at this point, but we can.
At least for a few days, make sure.
Or we can throw him out the window.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
if
And
somebody
be done with this.
stops by to investigate,
You can just have one of your fly eyes, or whatever the fuck they're called, just kind of perch up on a nearby roof or some shit. And just act as a security camera.
Yeah, that's basically the idea.
Yeah. So, as you're all there talking, Grim gets a text.
Oh, hell yeah. What's this text say?
It's from Sourpiss.
Oh, nice.
Sour piss?
You got my money?
I'm getting it right now. Like I'm doing so much cool shit right now. Like just wait.
I'll tell you what. I got a job that needs done. You do this job, we can forget the cash now. And I'll, maybe forgive you for some of the past times that you fucked me over.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll take the job.
Okay. She sends over the details of the job. She's got a data steal. Apparently, the actual law enforcement in Seattle is working on a new prototype comm communicator. And she wants the blueprints of it.
Hell yeah.
So,
I'll
She
go there
gives you-
right now.
she gives you the mark. Dude by the name of Graham Day is the engineer working on it. She wants you to get into the Seattle Municipal Tower, get into their computer systems, and steal her a file by the name of
That's convenient. We needed to break in there anyway.
That's how I knew the name of that place off the top of my head.
Yeah.
A file by the name of case 154863. But it's super important that you don't open this. It's probably got some data bombs or some shit on it.
Open it
So,
and make a copy.
go give me that data. Kick it over to me. I'm working on trying to build in a back door to this new comm system they're making.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll take the job. I recheck the magazine, my gun, start heading towards my car.
Love it. And that, my friends, is where we're going to wrap it for tonight.
Jeez.
So,
We're
next
so fucked.
session, you got to deal with the shit going on with the Triad and Knight Errant having video footage of all of you, well, almost all of you poking around a Triad warehouse with Harlthok waving and smiling at one of the fucking cameras. And Miss Sourpiss has a job for Grim, just sneaking into a government building and stealing sensitive blueprints on a new police communicator. Not a problem at all, right?
We're just firing on all cylinders at this
Grim's
point.
on the case.
I
Shame
kind
it's
of
only one
expected
cylinder.
us to just get shot up right here at the end.
That wouldn't be
I'm
very
trying.
fun.
Don't worry.
That's where Grim just is like, no problem. And he opens the door and there's like 50
right.
triads.
That's kind of exactly what I was thinking. Like, we just open the door and it's a hail of bullets.
Yeah.
Could be like the first scene from like Trigun where they just incinerate the building with so many bullets.
Yeah. Let's do our XP questions. First question. Did you participate in the session? If you did, you get an XP point.
Goddamn right I did.
Did you learn anything new?
Don't mess with Triad.
Oh,
We got
you're
some
muted,
information
Joe.
on.
Yeah, don't mess with Grim.
No
Also
shit.
true.
We got some information on the Triad, or at least the security.
You did?
We know about Sammy's script. We know about the Purple
Yeah.
Haze and Renton, which is
So,
a
yeah,
high-class
everyone-
restaurant, is owned by this guy.
Yeah, everyone take that XP point for that. Did you make a new contact that would be willing to help you in the future?
I mean, we have a new contact, but I don't
Um,
think he's going to help us.
Well, he might not be willing, but he will help us because,
Oh, what?
I mean, we know who his family is. So
I'll say,
Yeah.
okay, you can take it. I didn't specify if it was for good or ill. So,
Mhm.
did you get into something or somewhere without permission?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make some money?
No.
No.
We lost.
no.
We lost.
Oh, I like this one. Did you make a new enemy?
Oh,
yes.
hell yes.
Do we get multiple points for multiple
Several.
enemies?
No, just one.
Oh,
Did anyone activate their pride tonight?
No.
I didn't activate it. No.
No.
my dice have been worse. I might
Yeah.
have to.
Did you risk yourself or sacrifice something to get the job done? I'm open to
we
arguments.
We sacrificed
I don't-
our future to get nothing done.
I was gonna say we
No, I'm
sacrificed
gonna
everything
say
to do nothing.
probably not, because nothing done tonight, especially since you declined the job.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a no. Did anyone perform an extraordinary act of some kind?
I'll go ahead and just get that point right now.
Yeah, I'm fine with
that.
I'd say
Joe,
I would
I'd be
have
cool
some
if you
crazy
take
driving.
this one too.
I was
I'd
gonna
say
say, I
Sid,
like
he
chopping the
hijacked
guy's
him.
head off.
Oh
this
yeah,
game
said you did good. You hijacked the traffic lights and a truck to stop the Triad chasing after you. It's not your fault on what happened afterwards.
Tyler Tokyo drifted.
That's true.
I like how we got
Drifted.
out and
Two
then
cars
we went back
at the same
and did
time.
that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Everyone, go ahead and take a point for this tonight.
Jeez.
All right, and I've got some reputation point questions. Track your reputation. As your reputation grows, more people will have heard of you, will know you, approach you with jobs. Was a prominent NPC killed or saved from certain death?
I don't know if he was prominent,
No,
but he certainly
this is
died.
that one's a no.
No.
Did you complete a job? No.
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 Did you survive an encounter with a powerful organization? Yes.
Yeah.
So far, that's a
Yeah.
yes. Did you get an organization or an individual to owe you a favor?
No,
Not really.
unless that favor is bullets.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay. So you got at least one reputation point as well. So cool.
Are there any like known enemy gangs of the Triad?
If you want to start doing some lore tests next session, we can see if you can figure that out.
Yeah.
I think that's the only chance we
That
have.
was my thought, is finding somebody who hates the Triads and becoming their allies.
Okay. Getting
Yeah.
protection from someone larger or, someone else. I mean,
Yeah,
that
or
comes
just
with its own
going
risk.
full in on-
They may just kill you on the spot to keep from stirring up trouble with the Triad. Or they may say, fuck the Triad if you're their enemy and we can use you against them. I mean, it's 50-50. Depends on how good you're going to roll that manipulation test.
Right. And how much they hate the Triads.
Yeah, which I imagine
Maybe-
there's a lot of people. That
Maybe
hate
we
Triad.
all go be Halloweeners now.
That's, an option. Sure.
I have a question.
Sure.
And this is just something to stew on if it needs to be. What is the public opinion of me executing a Triad person? That's what I wonder.
I don't know, man. Public
That'd
murder.
be fun.
That's going to be one thing. Killing the Triad, that's going to win you some other points. But then again, you're kicking up gang trouble.
True.
I mean, there's kind of three different angles that I'm seeing right off the bat. So I'm going to call it a mixed bag.
Okay.
If you find the right people, they'll love you for it. You find the wrong people, they'll kill you for it. You find the in the middle people, and they will try to avoid you at all costs.
Nice.
So
Or if we find the Triads,
they'll kill you.
They'll super kill me.
All right.
they'll probably make it extra unpleasant.
There you go. Well, that's what we got for tonight. We don't stream this on Sundays. This was just our makeup session since my internet crapped out on Fridays, and usually we run this game on Fridays. Here on the channel this week, if you swing by on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central, we're playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Come back this coming Friday at 10 p.m. Central. We're going to be picking this game back up and seeing how bad things really are. Next Saturday, 1 p.m. Central, in what was our Forbidden Lands time slot, but the crew completed the campaign Raven's Purge last session. So we're going to be kicking off a 5th edition D&D adventure called Shadow War, but we're going to be streaming it over on Grim and Perilous Plays, because that's where we're going to put it. So and that'll be like 3 sessions or so of that every other Saturday. So that's what we got for the week. Anyone have anything else they want to add?
Come back to see us die next Friday.
Like it.
I'll be out of town next Friday.
Ooh, so we're going to have to do this without our
muscle, basically.
Yeah. I was going to say our killer, but I mean, Grim's taking that job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll
I think
figure
I'm out
it
of town
out.
for the next 2.
Okay. As long as we have at least 3 people, I'm going to intend to play. But I promise not to kill your character while you're not here. I can't promise that you'll be in a condition that your character wants to live, but they won't be dead.
Can I spend my XP on other PI talents?
Yeah.
I think I'll buy out rank 1 of Path of the Face so I can spend willpower points to assume the appearance of another person. That could
Sure.
be handy for next time.
You can spend your XP. I'm charging 5 XP. You can use it to upgrade skills, 5 XP to upgrade a skill point, or 5 XP to unlock a talent from your profession or one of the general talents. And you got to take those, rank 1, you got to buy first, then you can buy rank 2, then rank 3. So
I spent 5 XP for glasses. I mean, a point in observer.
I need to find plastic surgeon, I think.
yeah. All right. Well, that is all I've got. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, you group of fucking maniacs, for playing. This was very exciting, and I'm glad we got to do a makeup session because I was looking forward to playing on Friday, so it's good we got to do it today. And since we did it today, everyone got to be here too because poor Danny boy there was under the weather.
Yeah.
But you're back. That's fantastic. All right, I ain't got anything else. So until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and don't start a fucking turf war with the triad. Deuces.
Right.